Today at Swish Talk today, we're going to be discussing two superstar moves this offseason. The NBA world went crazy when they saw Damian Lillard's Instagram story that had Kevin Durant featured in it. And it questions, can the Trailblazers get Kevin Durant? What do you think they can do?
I mean, it's definitely possible. It's something really fun to think about. If this did happen, we could be looking at Portland being one of the best contenders, one of the best teams in the league, and one of the better teams for contention, winning a championship, and all that, etc. Like Dame and KD together, that's like a deadly duo. Then you have other guys like, Jeremy Grant, Nurkic, get some other guys in, from buyout market, free agency that will want to come there. And as far for like what the trade could look like, I was thinking maybe Anthony Simons, Josh Hart, Eric Bledsoe, those to make the contracts match, and Anthony has like high upside, and Portland could give up like anywhere from 4 to 5 first round picks. And I don't know the details about like Shaedon Sharpe, if he can be traded or not, but if he can be, then he'd be in the deal, and you can maybe like just send 4 first, or maybe even try to keep like Josh Hart if that's even possible.
Where do you think the Portland Trailblazers would rank in the West?
That's a really great question. I think when you look at the West, I mean, you got to think about teams like the Clippers. The Grizzlies are up and coming. The Warriors are always going to be there. The Mavs are also like another up and coming team. The Suns are still going to be there. So the Pelicans too. Don't sleep on the Pelicans now. But there's a lot of competition in this Western Conference, and I really do think Portland could finish top 3.
Do you think Damian Lillard is running from the grind because he is building a super team?
You know what? If anything, he's the one superstar. He's the one player that deserves to. He's been loyal to this organization. It's his home. He loves Portland. He loves the Oregon area. So why not try to get another star in Kevin Durant? This is gonna be his like true chance to win a championship. And I don't know if you guys remember, but back in 2008. The 2008-07 draft, Durant, he could have been drafted by Portland, but Portland chose not to, and maybe Portland's gonna get KD back.
Yeah, they get another chance at KD, and I don't think it's running from the grind. I was just joking about that, but a lot of people are hating that move. But it's Damian Lillard. He's like one of the players you can't really hate. Like he put so much into this organization. Like if he used to get help, like it's just like he's getting help. A lot of NBA stars get a couple stars on their team, so I think it wouldn't be running from the grind.
Yeah, and they could also get a lot more pieces if that did happen in free agency, or look to trades for some. Like Terrence Ross is a guy that gets brought up, especially being rumored to teams like the Celtics, the Sixers, teams in that nature. But Terrence Ross is from Oregon. He's from Portland. He's from that area. So maybe if they did some trades to try to get him, Victor Oladipo, Mo Bamba as a backup big. There's so many different guys that could get really fun and exciting for Portland, and to see what they could do.
Who would be the number one option, KD or Dame?
KD.
Yeah.
KD. Yeah. It's Kevin Durant. Top 5, top 7 player in the league. I think Dame would have a great season with KD. He wouldn't have to be the main guy. There wouldn't be that much pressure on the scouting report on him. So it'll open up his game a lot, and I think it's best for both players. I think they can coexist really well together.
Imagine having Damian Lillard, a player who can easily go off for 50, being your second option. Portland would be insane on offense. Defense, I don't know how that would work, but their offense would be amazing.
And now for the second player, he is a star, all-star, really great player who could potentially be on the move, is Bradley Beal. What are your thoughts on his situation? Do you think he stays in Washington? Do you think he's gone? What do you think?
Gone. He's another player. He stayed in Washington for a while. They haven't really done much. I think that he moves, but I would sign and trade him. And you brought this up off the air once. You thought that Bradley Beal should be traded for like a MPJ or something. How do you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I just think the Nuggets would get a more secure player. Bradley Beal, he's an Iron Man, doesn't miss many games, and he's consistent. Back in college, he was a really good defender. Slipped up a bit in the NBA, but I think he can get back to that, or at least get close to that. And I just think he played really well on and off ball alongside Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. And as much as I love Jamal Murray, I don't know if he's shown that he's a true number two. So solidifying Bradley Beal, getting him, he'd be the true second option on that team. And, I really love Michael Porter Jr.'s game. One of the best shooters in the league, honestly, when he was healthy. But that's a big if with him. If he's healthy, when he's healthy. You don't really know. So that way, we know Washington, they'll take on a big contract for him. But he's a really young player, potential young star. And Washington could get a really good piece in him back.
This is just a hypothetical question, which is really fun to explore. But if Bradley Beal was to go to the Nuggets, do you think that Jokic can average a triple-double? Like, get those assists up to double digits? Like,
definitely possible. I don't know if I'm gonna say no, but like he could break some huge, enormous like triple-double record. Like he'd average, he could honestly, he might average like 8-9 assists and all that. So it's definitely not impossible, but it's a very hard task.
Oh yeah, it's hard for sure, but I don't know. I can still see it being possible. And think about the only players who do it, like Oscar Robertson and Russell Westbrook. Like he would probably win a third straight MVP. Like if he was to do that, like I don't know where I'd rank him all time. Like if he could get a championship, I think you gotta start putting Jokic up there for like some of the best centers of all time.
Yeah, you most definitely have to, and that has to be in contention. But with that being said, that isn't Denver is a great option in my opinion. I think it's a fun one that people aren't really looking into that much. But there's been a lot of teams that Bradley Beal has been rumored to. A few of those teams consist of the Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, and a few months ago, even the Philadelphia 76ers. So what are your thoughts on that?
As a Celtics fan, I do not want Bradley Beal. I don't think we need him. Like, we got our scoring options figured out. And the thing is, we'd have to trade for him, too. Like, I don't know how cap space would work. I wouldn't want to trade Al because old Al came out big in the playoffs. And I just don't think we need him. I think we just need bench scoring. I don't think we need some like another all-star scorer. I think we just need some like guy like Terrence Ross to come in, knock down some shots for us. The Miami Heat, though, they need a number one option. I mean, I don't know if I'd ever like consider Jimmy Butler number one option, but in the playoffs,
I think he can be your best player, but to capitalize on that, I think you do need another guy who's going to be consistently there as like a scorer that can give you 20, 25, 28 a game, and Bradley Beal provides that.
Yeah, like I always thought that they need another scoring option, but I don't know, Jimmy Butler is like, I don't know if I can still say he's not a number one option. Like if he could play like he does in the postseason, that he does in like normal season, like that guy would be an MVP. But I still think they need another scoring option because if you think about it, it's like who, like Jimmy Butler, then like Tyler Hero. Like I don't know if I want Tyler Hero being my like second option, especially if he was a sixth man. Bam's a great player. He's not going to give you much offensively. Kyle Lowry, he's old now. It's like I think that trade would be the most realistic one.
Yeah, I agree. I love the Miami Heat fit. I think Jimmy kind of takes the regular season, lightly, and the postseason's when he really turns up. I think that, like I said, Jimmy Butler can be the best player, but having Bradley Beal there, I think it opens up the whole game plan, the whole floor for everybody on the Miami Heat. For a sign and trade, you're looking at maybe like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and like a few picks maybe. And as far as Boston goes, I agree. I don't really like the fit at all. You'd have to get rid of so many players, like basically all the guys that helped you reach to this point. And if anything, the Boston Celtics have shown that they can reach new limits. They can reach anywhere, the finals, Eastern Conference Finals. They can go all the way with just Jason and Jalen. Like they only need 2 stars. I think with them, they just need more depth. So if I'm Miami, or if I'm Bradley Beal, I think Miami's the team that I really want to go to. That's the team that incites me the most, and I just think it's the best fit overall.
That's all we got today. So thank you guys for watching. Check out our TikTok and Instagram, and please let us know what other videos we can do. Thank you.